Hello, lovely people of YouTube. It's Monday again, which is just so... Wait a minute. Thrilling, exhilarating, stirring, rousing, and stimulating. Yes. Yay! I love Mondays now. Okay, I actually have a list of stuff I'm going to talk about because I'm going to try and fit this into a very, not short, but not as long as I'm usually doing. Number one, I went out and bought myself a thesaurus because I was talking away to Shannon and I realised that I used awesome and amazing far too much. But then I thought to myself, I don't actually know any, well, I do know other words, but I didn't know that many other words for awesome and amazing. So I decided to get myself a mini thesaurus I can carry around because I realised that my vocabulary actually isn't that good. So for awesome, we've got inspiring, magnificent, breathtaking, stunning, staggering, and imposing. Mind-blowing and mind-boggling are also in there. I was also looking up jubilant, because jubilant seems to be our key word at the moment. And cock-a-hoop means the same as jubilant, and I think cock-a-hoop is just a funny thing. I'm orgasmic, I'm cock-a-hoop, there's got to be other dirty words, I love it. I'm responding to the videos last week. Oh my god, we had Emmett Cullen on the Five Awesome Twilighters. Oh my god, did you believe that? I couldn't believe it when I saw him on the screen. It was so realistic. Was he actually there? I was amazed that we had the Emmett Cullen on the Five Awesome Twilighters. Thank you, Shannon, for bringing us Emmett Cullen. Did you get his autograph? Thank you so much for your dark chuckling and your chagrin and your unfathomableness. I absolutely loved them, YOUU and Shannon. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I loved it. And I just loved them all. Welcome back, Vicky. We are so glad that you're chatting away to us again. I can't wait to see your video tomorrow. Don't worry about us filling in for you last Tuesday. I loved it. I actually loved the opportunity to make another video. Mers, thank you. I loved the poetry. That poem was so emotional and so lovely. It was really good. And I just wanted to point out in my video, as well as in various comments, we all looked so happy when we were talking about Jacob dying. I don't think it was intentional, but we were all like smiling away when we were talking about Jacob. I think Jacob's going to die. I think he's going to kill himself with Bella. I think he's going to die. And I was just like, oh my god, we all look so happy. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if Jacob died. All the theories I pretty much agreed with, except the one that Jacob would die for Edward. I wouldn't like that. Because of the tension there has always been. I mean, they're civil sometimes, but not very often. And I think if he suddenly killed himself for Edward, it would make his death even more miserable, saddening. I wouldn't like it. I think he should die for Bella. Because of the love for Bella. And also, when Shannon said she doesn't want him to imprint because it'd be sadder if he died, I also think he shouldn't imprint on anyone if he doesn't imprint on Leah. Because he's always holding it. Even though he didn't imprint on Bella, he's holding that love for Bella. You know what I mean? He wouldn't imprint on anyone else because he's got that love for Bella still. Also, I wanted to broach a subject to you. The gathering. Would you go to a YouTube gathering? This isn't the question. This isn't my question. It's just, I've got a dilemma. There's a YouTube gathering with I'll Say Hoot and Nerimon in London on the 27th of July in Leicester Square. And I really want to go because I've been dying for a YouTube gathering and everything. And when it's actually come to it, to say whether I'm going to go or not, I'm actually terrified. Because I have no one to go with. I mean, none of my friends YouTube at all. And if I had to ask one of them to go with me, it would mean showing them my vlogs and everything, and none of them know about my YouTube. And it's not because I'm deliberately keeping it secret, it's just because I don't mention it. I mean, if they saw my vlogs, I would think they would think I'm very weird because I act very differently in my vlogs to what I do in real life, but that's just because I express my obsession. God, I can't talk! I express my obsessions in my vlogs, whereas in real life they don't know half my obsessions, especially Twilight. They know I love books, they know I read a lot of books, they're not obsessed with books, but they don't know to what extent I'm obsessed with certain things. And so if I went, it would be on my own, and there's these huge names I'll Say Who from Five Awesome Girls, and Nerimon from Five Awesome Guys, and I would feel like I would be out of place there because I'm not a huge YouTube celebrity, and I make a couple of videos, but no one's probably seen them who's going to be there. And they're like, who are you? What are you doing here? I know that wouldn't be like that at all, but niggling feeling in the back of my mind like I just wouldn't be accepted. Full stop, which I know is stupid, but it's just something I've got to do. But what do you think? Breaking Dawn quote of the day. I am the first person who gets to talk about this. Yay! Breaking Dawn quote of the day! Quote of the days are back, which is really thrilling. Good. I like the rock paper scissors one with Edward and Alice. If you don't know, you should go to Twilight Series or Stephanie Meyer, her blog on her MySpace, and they're up there. I frankly have never met anyone who's insulted them because I've only met one person, two people in real life who have read the books. The rest of them have no idea who she is. I haven't even talked to anyone on the internet who thinks that Stephanie Meyer is a bad writer, but I think if I did, I would stick up for her because I do that. So if someone came up to me and said Stephanie Meyer is a shit writer, she can't do this, she can't do that, I'd be like, well, actually, no, she's not a shit writer. She's written 4 amazing books that have sold millions of copies worldwide. Her 4th book in the Twilight series is coming out in August, and it has people going crazy like the Harry Potter books. You can't say she's a shit writer. You can just say you don't like her books, they're not to your taste. I think that's what I do. I think Stephanie Meyer is an amazing writer. I think she can jump from one genre to the other so perfectly. It is amazing. I mean, the difference between The Host and Twilight, I was not expecting it when I read The Host. And I read The Host and I went, whoa, this is crazy different and this is crazy amazing. I mean, she is a skilled person. She's got skills. That's that. My question, I decided to pose a Twilight question with all the hating going on the Twilight fandom recently. What are 3 things you love about the Twilight fandom / community? Mine are, we are so easily excited and pleased. I just use excited. We are so easily elated or pleased. I mean, like Jackie said, the DVD extras came out with on YouTube from the Penelope DVD, filmed on a hand cam while someone was watching the TV. We went crazy. It didn't matter about the sound or the quality. I favourited all of them before they got taken down. I mean, we were so excited. When anything little comes out about Twilight, we jump on it. We are the happiest fandom there is. Well, 90% of us are the happiest fandom there is. 10% just get pissed off at everything there is. But we're not going to talk about them because it's the only things we love. Secondly, the majority of the fandom is so welcoming. I mean, I was a huge latecomer. I read the books in May this year. So, I mean, I'm kind of jumping on the train. But this wasn't because I'd seen the movie. This is just because someone had recommended the books to me. But the whole fandom was like, welcome to our fandom! We will be your friends! We will love you! We will be excited and euphoric with you! And it was just the nicest thing ever. I mean, it's YouTube, and you're just skimming the layers of YouTube, and there's this whole underlying layer of Twilight fantasticness that you've never seen before. I mean, I've been coming on. If I hadn't read Twilight, I would have never known about the Twilight community whatsoever. It's so well hidden under everything else. But then once you've read the books, you open it up, and it's like, wow! It's this amazing community of wonderfulness and magnificentness, and it's fantastic. I love it. And my third thing is, you can make wonderful friends. You've got one thing in common, but the Twilighters tend to have other things in common with me. For example, I mean, lots like Harry Potter, lots like Doctor Who, lots like, you know, vampires in general. You know, there's so many things. Lots like books, lots like music. And there's so many things you can get just from liking Twilight at the same time.